welcome to A Course of Love. I'm Terry Angel, and I'm here with Karen Palmer, my co-host. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And we have the beautiful Auntie Jean with us,
Welcome, everyone.
and the mysterious Charlie Coons.
Good evening and welcome, everyone.
All right, so we're here to discuss a chapter in A Course of Love, and according to our Jean, this is going to be maybe a difficult chapter to get into, but we're going to try it anyway. So let's just open up with whatever you all want to ask or share about chapter 12 of A Course of Love.
Now's the time I should talk, right?
Now's the time to talk.
I was telling them beforehand that I was a little confused about this chapter. It really went into why there's separation, why we have separation, and how we're separate from God, and it brings up the point that to have true unity with God and with everyone, we have to accept and be unified with Christ. And for me, I see that, but like I was telling them, is it confused me because, I have always been open to Buddhists or Hindus or anyone, any other religion, not necessarily Christian, because I think they're wonderful people and good people and people who serve God in other religions. So this was kind of confusing for me. I didn't exactly know how to. This might be one of those things I have to just accept and let go for a while until I get some kind of other understanding from the Holy Spirit about it. But I was hoping you all would have had something that you could tell me that would kind of clarify it for me.
Well, for me, Christ is everything. So, when we are, it's a symbol, it's a word that is has been helpful, sometimes not so helpful, but it's a word that we can use to symbolize everything, all of life, all of creation. So Christ to me is all our brothers and sisters, all the animals, all of nature, all is Christ to me. That's how I would say it. So Buddhism would say all is Buddha nature. All is, true nature, the true essence of creation is what Christ is. So it's just a word. It's not a person.
So
it's an energy. Jesus Christ was an energy and a frequency that came into the form of a man.
Yeah, and we all are energy and frequency. So it's all about the oneness, really, to me, that we are all one. We all encompass that field of oneness that exists. So I don't see any of the religions as separate. I think we're all, it's like the saying, there are many paths to God.
That's the way I felt.
Yeah. And I'd like to read just a couple lines from the blog that I wrote last night that the angels gave. This is their message to us. It says, you do not have to have all the answers to everything, as that is impossible to do. This is where faith and trust come in. The more important question to consider is, how are you spending the time you do have as you experience life on earth? So they're saying we don't have to try to analyze everything and make it fit into a puzzle and see everything as perfect, because there's so many ways of looking at everything. And there is no one right way. This is something I have come to learn in my own life. There's no one right way. We're all just like Ram Dass says, trying to walk each other home. And we might have different paths to do that. So that's what I would say, Jean. And I don't see it as a conflict at all. I see it as the oneness and all of us doing that, all of us looking at how am I living this life? Am I living it in kindness? Am I doing the best I can while I'm here? No matter what I subscribe to as a religion or a belief system, am I doing the best I can while I'm here?
And do I
I
see everyone? Do I see everyone as the one? Do I see everyone as an aspect of the light and an extension and an expression of love? Because that's basically what's been asked of us, is to just at this point now that we have done all the forgiveness work and healed our illusions of being in the separation and knowing that it never happened, and knowing that we aren't separate from each other, that we're all here having this experience to whatever extent that we are comfortable with our awareness of the light. The light scares people. The light, it
Mhm.
scares people to think that we're all one. It scares people because they've wanted to be special, and they've wanted to
raise
know that they stand out, and I'm this and I'm that, and I've got to, and so there's a lot of fear that comes up when we think of being all one and the same and all one light. That brings up a lot of people just have an issue with being their true self. They're not comfortable being their true self. They don't even know who their true self is. And that's okay too, because it's fun to learn, and it's fun to remember, and it's fun to recognize it. And we just have to be gentle with each other, But what I feel for myself, my only function is the one God gave me, which is to see all as one, to see all as love, and to see all as light, regardless of the appearances, regardless of the illusions. So to me, that's what Christ energy is. We have the resurrection was to show us that that light can never be extinguished, and that light it's not just in one man, Jesus Christ. That light is in all beings, so that when anybody leaves their physical form, even an animal or nature, anything that leaves its physical form, the light continues and expands.
Well, I don't know if you remember me saying this when we first started studying, I think, the Course in Miracles, that to me, God is like the blob, where he's all creation. Now I'm seeing him more as the light, not a blob, but it's the same thing in a way. He's the whole energy of everything. He's creation. God is creation. And when anything else is created, it comes off of that energy. That energy becomes me, becomes you, becomes something else. So it's never separate. It still belongs to that energy. It still has communication with that energy. We're and all of us have that within us, so we're all connected and all one. And it's all going to return to that original creative energy when this body is worn out. The energy will go back home until it finds another vehicle to to use it. And so, I just, to me, everything I read so far has encouraged that vision in my head of us all being from that same source and all being connected to that same source. And I think when we talk about talking to our higher selves, yes, we're going in, but when we go in, we're connecting to that main source, to the main source of that energy. That's where we're getting a lot of our um, assurance, information, well, everything. It's our lifeline. It's what we are, because we're part of it, and we'll
Mhm.
always be part of it, no matter if what happens the next go around. We'll still be part of it. So, anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up, because it is. We are all the same. We're all from the same thing.
Mhm.
So I
And
have a paragraph that I wanted to share, and I
oh,
think it
please do
kind
it.
of fits in with what we just talked about.
Okay.
This course may seem to have come far astray from what you would have it do, for you are looking for something specific from it, though you know not it. You are looking for the rest and quiet joy that only comes from love. You are looking for the safety and security of a loving home, even if it is only one of philosophy. You look for the soft assurance of certainty, not of your mind, but of your heart. There is a part of you that thinks, if I could just be sure, and stops there. For you are not even sure of what it is you seek assurance. And yet, you know what tires you most is your inability to be certain of anything. And you are tired indeed. God's will for you is happiness, and of this you can be certain. To align your will with God's is but to make this certain state your home. This is but a wish come true, and when it is all that you wish for, it will come to be. And in the granting of this wish will come your rest and the laying down of every heavy burden that you have carried.
Mm.
It's beautiful.
That
I
is
had that
so
underlined too.
That's a beautiful passage.
It's
It's so true, it's exhausting. It's exhausting putting on these masks and trying to be what you think you're supposed to be in this world. It's completely I'm so grateful that I don't have to do it anymore. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that I can look at those masks and with gentle compassion see how each one of those masks helped me feel safe in this world, but really never safe in this world, never really safe. It was always a false sense of safety. And there was always, if this happens, then that could be a problem. If
Mhm.
this happens, then that could be. Right now, where I am in my heart of hearts, I feel so content, and I feel like I have this absolute security that nobody can ever take from me, that nobody can ever manipulate from me, that nobody can ever, you know, that I have a trust that I didn't have in anything that I ever had before. It's in my true self, in my true, authentic, original, innocent self. And I feel like today I made a decision with this, with when I did with the eclipse, all the things that were not so, I just let go into the eclipse. and I'm not doing it
It
anymore.
was powerful. It
I'm
was.
not arguing. I'm not going to convince anybody else of anything. I'm not going to try and explain it to anybody anymore. I'm just going to live completely and totally content, and in this state of complete absolute security, just snuggled into my own heart.
Mm-hmm.
And
Beautiful.
that way your light shines and others see it. I see it in you. Teri sees it.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Charlie? What
I
do you have
see it.
any thoughts? You
Well,
see it. I love the way they began this chapter with, part of the reason we're having some problems maybe because the answer is love, and if they had named it something other than love, we would have been more accepting of it. But love is something we say, well, I know love. I've known love all my life. I know what it is. I know what I want. And they said if we had given it a philosophical name, something fancy, you probably would have said, yeah, that's the answer, we found it. But to say love, well, that's what all religions say. The answer is love, love,
Mm-hmm.
love.
I just love
So
that the truth is that there's only one problem and there's only one solution. And that's always been the same problem. And if we can just let go of all the other problems, then we can just relax into that the problem that we believed that separation ever happened is the problem. We're
the
believing
problem
something
isn't
that's
separation.
impossible, and we're trying hard as heck to either resist it
Uh-huh.
or engage in it.
True.
And those are really, when we're in either one of those camps, whenever we take a position, I'm taking a position that I resist this, or I'm taking a position that I'm going to engage a conversation about this, then we completely make it real. And it's not real. It's nothing.
I
It's
don't
nothing.
think we have to engage in conversation about it. What
It's
we have to
nothing.
do is accept it in our hearts, and that's it. We
Yes.
know, and we have known from the beginning that we are not separate. That's
Right.
what we've ached for. That's what we've yearned for. Why most of us are on a spiritual path anyway,
We
is
can stop
because
yearning because it never
it,
happened.
you know that we know that we're part of a whole. We're part of something, so fantastic, so big, so inclusive, you know.
Singing to the choir, Auntie Jean.
Yeah, I know I'm talking to the choir. Sorry. That's true. But there might be someone watching who's not.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I turned to this one page in this chapter. It says,
Uh-huh.
uncertainty of any kind is doubt about yourself.
Uh-huh.
And this is why
Absolutely.
this course aims to establish your identity, for from it, all the rest will come. So just having that trust and that faith, that's what it's all about. And not having to figure out how all the puzzle pieces fit, but just knowing that we just stay true to ourselves and stop doubting ourselves, stop doubting the universe, stop doubting God, and just allow, like our Marietta says, accept, align, allow. And that's the key. Just letting all
And
else
it's really
go.
that
Just letting
simple,
take
too, just
care and
like you
letting it
said.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just accept, align, allow who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's nothing that can upset or disturb that. As long as you are accepting, aligning, and allowing who you truly are, then nothing can upset you.
Nope.
Because the true self, the original innocent, our original self, doesn't have all these complex problems.
Right.
No.
It's only the mythical me who has all the issues, and oh, I'm upset about this, and this bothers me, and I have, my opinion about this, and
Yeah.
and I take a stand on this.
Well,
It's
it even says that in the chapter, because one of the things I underlined, it says, "You know this to be true. You have felt as if this is the secret that has been kept from you. It is as if you are told endlessly everything is fine, while you know this is not true. And if everything is fine, then it must just be you." And I think that's what we think. It's just us. There's something wrong with us. We're a little nutty. We're a little different than everybody else.
We're woo
You know,
woo.
you know that saying, is the whole world crazy or is it just me? You know? And I think some of us have accepted that it's just me. I'm the one who's nuts. So this book and this chapter is reassuring because, like you say, you don't even have to think about it. Just accept it
Yeah.
and be who you are.
Yeah, we just need to accept the fact that we chose to come into an insane world.
Yes.
We chose to come into this crazy upside down world that is run by the insanity of duality, and we have chosen to experience that, and now we can decide not to. We can choose again, just like it says over and over again, choose again. just
Yeah.
just stop it. Spirit, take over, please. I thank you. Just stop it.
Well, and I really do believe, to me, you decide what your life is. I mean, you can decide that this is heaven if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
that this earth is the heaven. Maybe this is heaven.
Yeah.
Everyone's wondering what it's going to be like in heaven. Well, heaven, it comes from what's inside of you. So wherever you are, you either see heaven or something else. I won't even use a word. So, to me, there are times when I think, I love the earth so much. I don't know if I'd ever want to leave it. The
Mm-hmm.
mountains and the rivers and the streams and the people and the animals and, the sun and the stars, being able to feel the softness of the grass. Just it can be heaven if you choose it to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the place we all want to get to, is where we're feeling heaven on earth.
Believe that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. And I agree that it is time to do our chanting.
I know.
And I agree that all four of us probably feel like we're at like it's heaven on earth here. I think that we are so, just in that higher vibration where we feel, you know. Anywho, how, yeah, Chanting, hon.
Hello,
Okay,
everybody.
our sweet pea has joined us. Hi,
Yeah,
Christine.
yep, we're gonna be the present night tomorrow night, everyone.
Yeah.
Gonna be
It's
Yeah,
Christine's
it
birthday.
is Herbert. I got cupcakes already and candles.
I will have a keto with brownies, and
All
my
right.
home only
No
will be
brownies.
cream after I made with Terry by myself.
Awesome. That's beautiful. I'm so glad. Well, we'll celebrate your birthday tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And
Now I get to put 13 candles on it, right?
No, it's only Daddy favorite number 333.
333.
Oh, wow. 333? Wow.
I know. Doesn't she look
You
good
don't
for her
look a
age?
day over 13.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go to our chanting. I sent this to Marlene, so hopefully she'll be jumping in here with us soon. Our first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen, would you talk about that, please?
Yes, this is where we chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will take us into our heart so that we can experience freedom. And then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed.
Oh, Ganada
Pataye
Pataye Namaha.
Namaha.
We declare that all illusions, illnesses, and allergies be removed. Om Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
And we declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed.
Om
Pataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
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 Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
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 Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
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 Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gan
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Pataye
Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om
Namaha. Om
Ganapataye
Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om
Namaha. Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Gam Ganapataye
Om
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om
Namaha. Om
Ganapataye
Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's go into our hearts with the breath, bringing up that energy of freedom, because that's what happens when we do this chant. We realize that we are not separate. We're all part of the great oneness of all that is. Therefore, we cannot be separated from our Creator. We cannot be separated from each other. So, all those obstacles, all those barriers that we envision being there are just illusions. And when we realize that, we have the freedom to move forward and to experience the love energy of God and of all creation. And that's what this next chant does, sometimes called the chant of love. It's a chant of miracles, and we are so thrilled that we do this every night. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Karen, would you talk about this chant, please?
Yeah, this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow And then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us into the next part of our session. And Teri, do you want to read that beautiful poem that you've been reading?
Yes, I love this.
I do too. It feels so good when you read it.
Okay, so the chanters are invited to come back to our breathing so that our collective energy of mindfulness will bring us together as an organism, going as a river with no more separation. Let the whole of the chanters breathe as one body, chant as one body, listen as one body, and transcend the boundaries of a delusive self, liberating from the superiority complex, the inferiority complex, and the inequality complex. So let's chant this chant all in one accord.
Okay, so we will chant. We declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's go into our hearts again. Let's go in and feel that beautiful energy of love, that energy of peace that comes forth when we chant this beautiful chant that people, millions of people all over the world chant every day. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It's so beautiful. And every night on here, we give honor to our Creator by chanting Om 3 times slowly. Om is the cosmic sound of God, and that's why we do it, to give honor to our Creator. And then after that, stay in our hearts. We're going to give that love out into the world. So take a deep breath in, and let's begin the chanting of Om. Take that breath in and just hold the love in your heart. As you hold that love, preparing to send it out into the world, I would like to read this following blessing. May I be peaceful and light in my body and in my mind. May I be safe and free from accidents. May I be free from anger, unwholesome states of mind, fear and worries. May I know how to look at myself with the eyes of understanding and compassion. May I be able to recognize and touch the seeds of joy and happiness in myself. May I learn how to nourish myself with joy each day. May I be able to live fresh, solid, and free. May I not fall into the state of indifference or be caught in the extremes of attachment or aversion. May you be peaceful and light in your body and in your mind. May you be safe and free from accidents. May you be free from anger, unwholesome states of mind, fear, and worries. May you know how to look at yourself with the eyes of understanding and compassion. May you be able to recognize and touch the seeds of joy and happiness in yourself. May you learn how to nourish yourself with joy each day. May you be able to live fresh, solid, and free. May you not fall into the state of indifference or be caught in the extremes of attachment or aversion. May all beings be peaceful and light in their body and in their mind. May all beings be safe and free from accidents. May all beings be free from anger, unwholesome states of mind, fear, and worries. May all beings know how to look at themselves with the eyes of understanding and compassion. May all beings be able to recognize and touch the seeds of joy and happiness in themselves. May all beings learn how to nourish themselves with joy each day. May all beings be able to live fresh, solid, and free. And may all beings not fall into the state of indifference or be caught in the extremes of attachment or aversion. Om Shanti. I love that. I absolutely love that prayer that we are sending out into the world, and let's send that now. Let's give it wings to fly,
Yeah.
going over all the world, bringing in the energy of peace and love and joy and compassion. May all beings everywhere feel this love that we're sending forth with our breath and our intention, as we do every night here. Om Shanti. And we have a miracle that came in. Our sweet Marlene is here with us tonight. Hello, Marlene. And every night we make a declaration about this, that there is peace in our world. So, Chris, would you mind counting us down, please, so we can say this all together?
Yes, I am my honor. We do this every night, and we declare that peace of no can be but kind to everyone else. 1, 2, 3.
We declare
Declare
that
that
there is peace
peace
on
is
earth,
on
on
earth,
earth,
and we
and we
declare
declare that
declare
peace
that
that
begins
peace
peace
within.
begins inside of
Choose
us.
to see
Choose
only
to
light
see only
I
light
and only
and
love.
choose
love
to see only light and love forever and
and
ever.
ever.
Amen.
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 Amen. And yes, we are a group that's been doing this for 1,407 days now. As a group known as the
The
The peace for
for
peace.
Yes,
peace.
the Peace for Peace. That's who he is.
Wow, Charlie, I think I really miscounted a couple of days ago. So I'm glad that you're keeping count. Math is not my forte, though I love it. I really love math. Okay, well, we are the Peace for Peace, and we are so happy and honored that our miracle pea came tonight. Hi, Marlene. Thanks for coming in. And here we have our sweet pea, Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Sweetest pea on the vine. And then we have our wonderful songstress pea, Karen. And we have our magnificent and hi, Shoshana.
Jana.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Well, sort of see you. Shoshana is our shining pea. So she's here tonight too. Anyway, excuse me, Charlie. I was saying that you are our charming Charlie P. And Teri, of course, is our Mama P. And then I'm Auntie Jean P. And do we have her in the room, Teri?
No, she's down in the basement.
She's down in the basement. The Queen of Peace is down in the basement. He is in deep meditation for peace and love in the world. So we just want to tell everyone out there that we love that you're here, that you're listening, that you're contributing to the love and the positive energy that we are sending out in the world for peace. And we would like so much if you would join us. We'd love to have you in the room, or at least in the chat, because then I could give you a great P name. And so we're going to ask it in a question, in a song. Since there's peace there and there's peace here and peace and peace all over the world, wouldn't you like
it
to
to
be a
be
pea? Thank you for listening to my horrible voice. But anyway, what we're doing is an important thing. It's a wonderful thing, and it'll make you feel good too. And we're also got a beautiful meditation that we do every single day, except when you have a doctor's appointment like I did today. I didn't get to do it, and I really missed it. But it's at 1:11 Eastern Time. And every day we gather together, we put our energies together, and we send out peace and love to the world, and especially to the world leaders. And it's a beautiful time. And I really wish you would join us because I think you would love it. And I'm going to turn it over now to Teri, to our Mama P, because our Queen P is not here. And she's going to tell you some more wonderful things about that. So I'm sorry about my throat, guys. I had COVID, and that's what's left over so far. So thank you. And Teri?
Thank you, Jean. So every day we do meet, as Jean said, at 1:11 Eastern Time in the afternoon. And it's a 7-minute meditation. It's very short, to the point. We spread peace, love, and joy into the world and to our world leaders who are making decisions every day about the state of peace in their part of the world. So come join us. The address is at the bottom, 10millionforworldpeace.org. And while you're there, sign up for our next healing circle, which will take place the first Saturday in May. It happens once a month. It's not online, so it's all by private Zoom session, and we'd love to have you there and get involved in all the things we're doing, such as blogs and podcasts. So come join us. Be a part of this great mission of bringing 10 million people together for world peace. So we're so happy you're here. Thank you for coming in, Shoshana and Marlene. It's so good to see you with us tonight doing the chanting, and we'd love to build that up and have more people.
Yeah, coming
lending
tomorrow.
their energy to go out into the world. So come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do it all over again. We'll celebrate Christine's birthday tomorrow. So come celebrate with us. And we love you all so much. We leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.